Hey guys, Mike here at Amish Tutorials, and welcome back to part 5 of our space gun. Okay, so where did we leave off? Okay, let's start by creating this little line up here that's going to the next sphere, and we need to have a little stopper at the end there. Okay, so we're going to move into this guy, and let's see how are we going to create that. I typically want to see if I can reuse something. So let's take this, hit Control D, W to move up, move that in, hit E to rotate it over. Now remember, this thing is not exactly level, so we're going to need to position it manually. We're going to bring that down, and we're just going to rotate that until it's kind of aligned with our object. So I'm going to turn off my X-ray so I can see it a bit better. And then we'll hit W and we'll raise it up a bit. Okay. Let's check it from this view. Looks okay. Yeah, that's fine. And then let's deal with our line. Now for that, we need to have an entry point at the top. So we'll take a little pipe for that. And we're going to hit W. We're going to bring that up, bring that in. From our top view, have to zoom in. I'll just move that over here for a sec so it's easier to center. There we go. We're going to hit 5 for shaded mode. We're going to bring that in over here. Have to zoom in. R to scale down. And now let's check it from this view. Bring that down, have to zoom in. Let's hit E and rotate it a bit. And then let's hit R and give that some thickness so that it cuts well into our object. And then we're going to right click vertex, take the top vertices, and let's bring that down to about there. And then go to mesh tools, insert edge loop tool. We'll do an edge right there. Q on a keyboard. Select these faces and go to edit mesh extrude and do 0.5, oops, 0.05 on the top there. Okay, we're going to go to mesh tools, insert edge loop tool. We'll add a few edges here. We'll hit 4 for wireframe mode and add an edge down here to hold the shape. All right, let's see. So we're going to work on our line, which is this guy up here. And it looks like it's starting off with a small sphere on top, which is this guy. So we're going to move to our view over here. We're going to go to create CV curve tool. And we're just going to start from here like we did before. And then work our way down. Okay, let's hit enter. Let's hit F and check the position. That seems to be okay. We're going to go and create a NURB circle like we did before. Okay, we're going to select that. We're going to shift select that. Let's try that again. Okay. We're going to go to our surfaces menu, to surfaces, extrude, option box, edit, reset settings. We're going to select add path and component, and let's hit apply. Now, as you can see, it's a bit thick, so we're going to take this guy, we're going to hit R, and we're going to bring that down until we have something that looks okay. Maybe a bit more. Yeah, it's about right. Okay. Then we're going to select this guy. We're going to go to modify, convert NURBS to polygons. We're going to hit modify center pivot, move that out of the way. This one, if we right click, you can see control vertex and so forth. So that's our NURBS object. So we're going to select that, delete it, select that and delete it. We're going to take that one and let's bring that into position. And actually it looks like we did quads, but that's not a big deal. Okay, we're going to hit 3 to smooth that out. And that looks okay. And I'm going to take this guy and we're just going to slightly move it. All right, so we got that one. Now let's deal with this guy on the side here. This is kind of a U-shaped bracket and it's fixed to the side here. And it looks like this line is coming out from the side and over. Okay, so let's see if we can make something for that. We'll start with a polygon torus. We'll hit E, we'll rotate that upwards to 90 degrees. Let's give it a bit more subdivision. Let's do 30 by 30. And then it looks like we have a little plate going on in the middle. First, we're going to cut some stuff here. So right click face, and we'll take, let's do the top section. Hit delete. Then we're going to right click, go to edge, and I'll just zoom in a bit. Take that entire edge row and shift select that one. Hit W and pull that up a bit, like so. And then go to your polygon menu, mesh, fill hole. Okay. Next, we're going to take a polygon cylinder, give that some height. We'll do 40 subdivisions. We'll hit E and we'll rotate it upwards to 90 degrees. Then we're going to switch to our top view. We're going to hit W and we're going to move it in for wireframe mode. So we can kind of get that centered like so. And then let's right click, go to face. Let's select the top here, hit delete. Take that part and bring that in. And we'll hit R and scale it up just a bit so we know it's covering the whole area. And then we're going to move in. Right click edge and mesh, fill hole. There we go. So we got that, and then we need something to hold the whole thing in place. So we'll take another polygon cylinder. We'll hit E, we'll rotate that 90 degrees. Hit W, bring that in. Okay. Stick that through there. We're going to go to Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loop Tool. We'll do an edge right there. Q on your keyboard, right-click face, select that face row and Edit Mesh Extrude. And give that 0.2, that's fine. Go to Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loop, add one there, and one there, and then one back here, and one in here. Okay. I'm gonna right click at object mode. Come on, object mode. Let's select these components. Come on. No idea what's going on here. Object mode, come on, object mode. That's kind of weird. Okay, let's just select something else for a sec here. Very, very strange. Okay. Edit, delete by type, history. What is the problem? There we go. Mesh and combine. Modify center pivot. We're going to W, we're going to move that in. Let's check from this view. Looks like it's becoming a little bit unhinged for some reason. I'm not sure why. But we'll hit R, we'll scale that down. We'll hit W, move that up and move that in. Very, very odd. Okay, we're going to hit our X-ray. Have to zoom in. We'll hit R, we'll scale it in just a bit. That's about right. And then we're going to hit F and W to bring that in. And F to zoom in. And then we're going to right click at our vertex. And we're going to select these vertices. Hopefully I got all of them, yeah. Okay. So now we need to create our line, and this one is going to be a bit more tricky, okay? Before we do that, let's create that connection point on top. Okay, so for that, we'll take a polygon pipe. We'll bring that up. We'll go to Edit Mesh, Insert Edge Loop Tool. Sorry, Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loop Tool. Q on a keyboard, right-click face, Edit Mesh, Extrude. Right-click Object Mode. R to scale down. W to move in. And F to zoom in. Scale it up a bit. Now I'm going to deviate from our original a little bit here. I'm just going to bring that down. And we're going to right click at a vertex and hit 4 for wireframe mode. We're going to take all these bottom vertices, hit 5 to go back. And let's bring that in like so. And then we're going to right click at object mode, hit R and scale that down somewhat. Bit more. Okay, right click vertex, take those again, hit W, bring that down, and 5. Okay. All right. Now let's get working on our line going from top there to this guy right there. Okay. So we're going to start in this angle here. We're going to go to Create, CV Curve Tool, and it's coming from here. So we're going to start to work our way down. And at this point, it's going to come inwards. So we're going to need to have a little bit of length to do that. Okay. So we're going to hit Enter. And I just noticed that if we hit 4 for wireframe mode, I thought I saw something going on there. Okay, so 4 for wireframe mode, modify center pivot. Let's bring that out and then hit 5. And what we want is our line to kind of hug this wall here. Something like this. So then we're going to move in and we're going to right click at a control vertex and we're going to bring that out. And let's just check to see where that goes in again. Looks like it's just going in the side here. That's what it looks like anyway. Okay, so that's all right. Then it's kind of hugging that wall. And now we need to take these vertices and start to bring them out. Okay, we'll go with that. All right, so we're gonna go to create NURBS primitives, circle once again. We'll do a small circle. We'll shift select that. We'll go to our surfaces menu, surfaces, extrude option box, edit reset settings, add path and component, and yeah, that's fine. Apply. Okay. We're going to take this guy, we're going to hit R, we're going to scale it down to about that. Okay. Maybe a bit more. There we go. Then we're going to select this, modify convert NURBS to polygons, modify center pivot, hit W, move that out. that is our NURBS object. So go to object mode and delete it. Take our curve, delete it. Take that and that. We'll take this. We'll go to our polygons menu, normals and reverse. Then we'll select it and hit 3 to smooth it out. And we'll move it back into position. And let's see how that is working out for us. Okay, that seems to be okay. Let's see if it's close enough to our wall here. Okay, that looks fine. So that's our line. Now we need to create some objects to allow us to convince ourselves that they're actually in place. So we're going to create a little tube here. F to zoom in, R to scale down. And let's move that towards where we need to be, which would be about there. We're going to hit E, we're going to rotate that over to 90 degrees. Have to zoom in, W to push in. Scale that in, make that nice and small. We're going to hit E, we're going to rotate that. Okay, that works. And then we need to create these brackets here that are holding that in place. So we'll take polygon pipes. We'll hit E, we'll rotate them over to -90. We're going to hit R, we're going to scale that down quite a bit. Then we're going to move that in. Have to zoom in. And let's check it from this view. Have to zoom in, R to scale down. And let's just take this guy. We're going to rotate that a little bit. Hit R, stretch it out. And W and pull it up. Rotate that a little. And then we're going to hit Control D to duplicate. We'll move one over here. Have to zoom in. E to rotate. And then from this view, we'll take them both. Hit W and bring that in. Now that one seems okay. This one needs to come in. Oops. Just this one. Like so. Yeah, that works. Okay, we're getting close, guys. Looks like the only thing left that we need to create is this guy up here. Now, unfortunately, we have no idea what that is. Okay, so we're kind of I think we're going to try to just add some detail to make it look right. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take a polygon sphere, we'll pull that up, and I'll turn on my X-ray mode, and we'll move that over here. I have to zoom in. We're going to hit R, and we're going to scale that out until we roughly have that size. We're going to move that in, and from our top view, there we go. Like that. Then we're going to take a polygon pipe. Let's rotate that to -90. We're going to hit W, we're going to move that over here. F to zoom in, R to scale down. And let's stretch that out. Hit E and rotate that a little. That's about it. Then we're going to hit W and we're going to move that in. And let's make sure from our top view that that's centered. We're going to go to Mesh Tools, Insert Edit Tool, Option Box, Multiple, and we'll do 2. We're going to hit R and we're going to pull them out like so. Q on a keyboard, right-click Face, select these face rows and go to Edit Mesh and Extrude, and then do 0.05, which will give us that. And then we have something sticking through that thing, a bar with 2 spheres, and a connector pipe going straight down. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll right-click at Object Mode, we'll take that, Control D, E to rotate, and then from this view, we'll kind of angle it, and we're just going to pull that down, try to get it at a right angle, and just see how that looks. And then we're going to go in and we're going to take this and I have to zoom in, mesh, combine, modify, center pivot, Control D to duplicate, and we're just going to move that over. Let's close this out. We're going to move that down. We're going to hit R and we're going to scale it down quite a bit. Let's hit E and start to rotate that into the correct angle. I hit W. So that would be about right. Control D to duplicate, E to rotate around. And then we're going to hit W. I want the other one. We're going to hit W. We're going to move that over. And let's try to get that angle aligned. So hit E. And that looks better. Let's see what we got. All right. So we're getting very, very close. We now need to create a line going down from here into our center sphere in the middle here. So that's what we're going to do next. So we're going to switch to this view. This is some kind of phantom object, apparently. Interesting. Anyway, we're going to go to this view. We're going to go to create CV curve tool. And let's start from up here. And we're going to work our way down towards our sphere. Hit enter. We're going to go to modify center pivot. Hit W to pull it out just a bit. So we can kind of see where we need to be with that. Now, obviously, in our center sphere, then we are going to right-click Control Vertex. We're going to take all of these vertices and start to move them in. I'll move that one as well. Okay, and then we're going to take these. Let's see if I can see it from this angle. We're probably going to have to do it from here, but it is what it is. Yep, we'll do it like that. Okay. Create CV, create NURBS circle. Where'd he go? Right there. So we got that selected. We're going to shift select that. Go to our surfaces menu, surfaces, extrude, and apply. Then we're going to take our circle. We're going to hit R. And let's bring that down a bit. That doesn't look too bad. We don't want them all to be identical, so maybe a bit less, like so. We're going to select that. We're going to go to modify, convert NURBS to polygons. Hit W, move that out of the way. Okay, that's our polygon object. We're going to delete that one. We're going to delete that, and delete that. We're going to hit 3 to smooth that guy out and modify center pivot. And let's bring that in towards where we need to be. Now, there is one connecting point over there with 2 brackets on it. So we'll take a polygon cylinder and we'll round cap and do 10 caps. And then we'll take the bottom off. So right click face. That's a bit too much. There we go. Delete that. Right click object mode. We're going to hit W. We're going to move that over. And that's going to be about there. Move it down. Hit E and rotate it until we're at 90 degrees. We're going to hit F to zoom in, R to scale down to about there, and bring that in like so. Then let's move our object in and F to zoom in. And we kind of want that cable to go through the center. So we'll do that. And let's see what else. Well, we got 3 points connecting that line. So I think one more thing we want to do. Actually, are we going to do that? No, we're not. So let's check our objects. So we got that. We got those 2 lines. We got lines from there. I think that our model so far is done. Okay. So in the next video, we're going to start with our texturing. Okay. Well, that said, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye.